Hi guys, credit cards come in handy if you run into emergencies or you want to do large purchases or even for online shopping. Are you considering getting a credit card? In this video, I walk you through 9 questions that you need to ask your card provider to decide if the specific credit card is good for your financial health and whether it meets your intentions for acquiring a credit card. I also explain to you how credit cards work to give you an idea about your payment dues and how to avoid incurring interest charges. Hi, if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to get notified of new content. On to basics. How does one apply for a credit card? You can walk to the premises of a credit card provider, or the other option is you can go to their online sites and fill in a form. Once you have filled in a form, a representative from the card provider, either it's a bank or a microfinance, will get in touch with you and give you details on all the requirements needed for you to finish the credit card application. So, what are some of the requirements needed for a credit card application? 1. To prove your credit worthiness, you may be needed to provide your bank statements either for 3 to 6 months or so. You may also be required to provide a copy of your ID number or your alien ID or a passport number if you are not a Kenyan citizen. Also, if you are employed, you may be requested for your payslip. You may also need to provide your PIN certificates or even passport-sized photos, among other requirements. So, how do credit cards work? Now, once your card provider has approved your credit card request, you'll usually get a credit card. Tied to that credit card is a card limit. A card limit is basically the maximum amount that you can utilize on that card. Let's assume you've been given your credit card and within the first month, you've already done payments. So what happens is that your card provider will bill you monthly. After a month, you should expect your card provider to send you your credit card statements. 2 things to note on your statements. 1 is the total amount that you have utilized. Number 2 is the minimum amount payable. Now, when you're doing the credit card application, you can opt either to always pay the full amount or you can pay a minimum amount of what you have utilized. What that means is instead of paying the full bill, you can pay a percentage of that bill. You need to note that if you opt to pay the minimum amount payable, you'll be charged an interest on the balance. So, if you want to avoid incurring interest on your credit card, then it's better for you to pay the full amount. So, when do you pay your card dues? The good thing about credit cards is that providers usually give you a grace period of 15 days after your statement date to make your payments. What happens if you don't pay on the due date? Most card providers may charge payment fees, but then again, that is not standard. You may need to check with your card provider. Again, what happens if you utilize funds over your credit card limit? In this case, you may also be charged over the limit fees. But again, also check with your card provider if they charge over limit fees or not. On to the questions that we should ask your card provider. To begin with, find out if they charge annual fees on your card. Most card providers may opt to waive off your fees for the first year since you're a new customer, but may charge you in subsequent years. If they do, ensure the charges are worth the incentives the card is providing, and also again, you may need to ask yourself, are the costs worth incurring? To add on to that, also find out if your card provider is open to card limit enhancements. Now, you may have started with a low credit card limits depending on your income at that time. Maybe with time, you may feel that you are worthy of a higher credit limit depending on factors such as an increase in your income, or even you feel that you've built better financial disciplines. So it's important to find out if that time comes, will your credit card provider be able to increase your credit card limit? Number 3, is your card provider flexible on your payment due dates? Do you have an option to choose the payment due date for yourself? To ensure you're in control of your finances, the credit card provider should give you an option for you to choose a payment due date on which your cash flow is okay, and at that time you do not have many financial commitments. On to number 4. Are the interest rates fixed, or you can negotiate for lower rates? Now, you may run into a situation whereby you need your interest rate lowered or even waived. For example, if in the worst case scenario you have defaulted on your credit card dues and you're trying to repay your loan, then you need to find out if your card provider allows for a negotiation or not. Question number 5. How do they handle late payments? Will you be charged late payment fees? Will the same be reported to credit card bureaus? And if so, how long are they going to report your card to the credit card bureau? To add on to that, what happens if you lost the card, or for some reason or another you need to replace your card? Will they also charge replacement fees, or is it free to replace a card? On to number 7. Are there existing reward programs? And if so, how can you redeem the rewards? Now, different credit cards are packaged with different reward programs, and especially at very specific merchants. You need to ensure the reward program for your credit card matches your intentions for acquiring the credit card. Question number 8. What are the other benefits of using that card? Credit cards will be tied to different incentives depending on your card provider. Some may provide cashbacks when you shop at specific merchants. Others may provide discounted rates when you dine at specific restaurants, or even when you fuel at certain petrol stations, or even free travel insurance, and so on. What is important here is to ensure that you are picking a credit card that gives you substantial benefits. Question number 9. How many credit bureaus does your card provider report to? Now, if you are looking at using your credit card to build your credit score or even to repair it, it's important to ensure that your credit card provider reports to all the relevant credit bureaus within your location, so as to ensure that your credit history is up to date on all the credit card bureaus. So guys, the bottom line is to ensure that you choose a credit card that matches your intentions for acquiring one, and also at the same time maximizing all the benefits that a credit card provides. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this content.